Hey, this is Britta Unmasked, and today we are talking about, do looks actually matter to women and how much do they actually matter? So, straightforward, looks are very person to person different as to what someone finds attractive versus unattractive. Now, I will say this, you can take two of the same people who look exactly the same and one person can live their life in a negative, pessimistic manner, while the other person lives their life in a positive, action-taking manner. And you can know the same person, these both people, both of these people who look exactly the same, and think this person is not attractive looking, and this person is attractive looking. Think of celebrities. If you were to literally take their picture and take their picture without makeup or without being touched up and say if they were just in a crowd, would you find them overly attractive or even attractive? And for me, a lot of times, no. Sometimes, yeah, but a lot of times, no. And the thing that makes someone look attractive has a lot to do with, in my opinion, from what I've seen, is how comfortable they are in their own skin and how authentic and close they are to who they are over time. Because who you are and what you authentically think and your desires, that will all come out over time, right? So the closer you are to that, and the word confident, I believe confidence comes from practicing just being exactly who you are over time in many different situations. You will become more and more confident in who you are. And if I see someone who is happy and expressive and confident in themselves, that to me is very attractive. Now, I've been working in the modeling industry, so I work with models and actors, and I've been in the modeling world for quite a while. I will say I have seen people go from not looking very great to looking like they are like oozing in attractiveness. And a lot of it has to do with how they feel and how they carry themselves. So I will say that, do looks matter? 100%. But I do believe 100% that like around 90% of looks is completely dependent on how an individual carries themselves and their character that comes through what is being seen. So, with that being said, yes, looks matter like 100%. However, like I said, I do think looks are dependent on how someone moves, how someone moves through the world, someone's voice, someone's tone, someone's charisma, someone's confidence. If you look like you feel comfortable, but if you look like you're, I don't know, like not comfortable, it looks uncomfortable just to maybe be around you, right? But if you look like you're comfortable, you look calm, confident, charismatic, these are all attractive qualities. So then you look more attractive if that's how you authentically are. So, how do you look better? Well, I'd say start with truly knowing yourself more. The more you know yourself and the more you accept yourself, and you know and accept yourself in different arenas, meaning fully showing up at your family reunion, being completely comfortable and confident in who exactly you are as you are around everyone that you know the best, your family, showing up as you are, how you are in other arenas when you go out, when you go to class or a meeting or to work or to a social event or a wedding, anything. So, knowing who you are and having that drawn out, I'm respectful. I hear people out. I create a safe space for people to be whatever they want to be. I'm going to judge because it's natural, it's human nature to judge, but I'm going to accept everyone is exactly as they are. Creating an environment where people feel comfortable around you, you become more attractive because people feel they look at you and you become an image for what makes them feel comfortable and like they can be their authentic self. So, like, for example, have you ever met someone who they actually start to look different to you because of getting to know them more? This is a prime example of that, whether they started to look better or started to look worse, or someone who was maybe attractive to people who didn't really know them. And to you, because you know them deeply, they're not attractive to you. But to someone who doesn't really know them, they might think, wow, they're really attractive, like they're good looking or they're hot or whatever. And you're like, no, they're not to you at all because maybe you know something about them that just is really not attractive. Or if you've met someone and over time you're like, oh, they're actually really attractive. It might be because you've gotten to know, they make you feel safe. They make you feel heard. They make you feel like your time is worth something with them. So they start to look attractive to you because their image is representing that to you. So, in short, if you are someone who is just valuing looks to a large portion of women who are looking for a relationship, that will be very unattractive because they can sense that, and that's going to be very unattractive. However, if you are looking for a hookup and you just want to be with someone to look hot, that will be very attractive for someone else who's looking for that. There's nothing wrong with that in any way. The more upfront you are with who you are and what you're looking for, the faster and easier it will be to find exactly that. So if you are looking for that hot pickup that you can just have fun with, guaranteed they will love that vice versa. So the more upfront you are with what you're looking for, who you are, what you bring to the table, and what you are expecting to be brought to the table, the faster and more authentic that that will fall into place for you. So the more genuine you are, and it does take courage to be genuine in a lot of ways, the faster and more fulfilling I think the process will be long term and short term, depending on what you're looking for. But yeah, I hope this helps.